And now for something completely different.
You guys keep asking me when I'm going to do more live streams, so here it is. I'm going to mute that so I don't hear myself. What's up, Model 316? How you doing, brother? Captain Hills, what's up? What's up? Hope everybody's chilling. I'm just going to be inking here. I don't know. I didn't invite anybody else on, but some other people want to show up while I'm working. More the merrier. Darn it. I'm trying to decide if I should do this with a brush or not. I've been doing everything with quill, but I did most of this page. Actually, I did all of this page. No, most of this page with a brush. I kind of like the way the reflections come out with the brush, but I don't know. Let's start it with a quill and see what happens. Mike's been thinking about inking, but not drinking. What's up, Kevin Ryan? Finally made it to a live stream. Kevin has been missing the live streams. Hey, look, the comments are going through. Nice. For some reason, the comments have not been working on my channel. I can adjust this so that you can see the higher portion of this page. I could bring this down lower, but I don't know. I don't know. What? I watched Star Wars again today. The original cut. Ugh. Come on, Quill. Don't mess me up like this. Gosh, maybe I should just use a brush for these lines. I feel like this has been messing up my paper. I'm not able to do these smooth double quill lines. I don't know. Like my paper's losing integrity or something. What's up, Peter Sharon? What's up, peeps? Yeah, seeing as how I am trying to focus more on the art on my channel, I figured, I should do that with more live drawing streams. Some people, the right people, do enjoy the live drawing streams. All the right people enjoy live drawing. Oh, I'm heading for a tangent right there. What do? Go in or out? Do I break the line? Let's break the line. Let's break the line. Forget it. We'll go out. Gosh darn it. Do you see what's happening here? You probably can't, huh? The nightingale sings his fairy tale. Mm-hmm. All right. 1.5 pages left, right? Close to celebration time. That is correct. Celebrate good times. And I want to be able to have all this done before Thursday, because then Thursday I gotta go up and pick up the mag and all my other books for that campaign. Ooh yeah. I'm gonna be driving up to Compton. Apparently the warehouse is in Compton. Ugh. So straight out of Compton, all my crazy comics are in a warehouse. Sorry, but that's not really good rapping. And then I have to drive over to the Amazon warehouse, whatever facility, which is in kind of over where Art T. Bear lives, actually. Over that away, and drop off some of the retail Meg variant. And hopefully we can sell those through there. Wow, there's a significant. You get considerably less money selling to Amazon than you do selling direct. I mean, obviously, I guess that kind of goes without saying, but the middlemen, they make it easier, but they make it far less profitable. So, yeah. But it's Amazon. You need Dan Fraga to come in the stream and rap for you. That'd be fun. Can Lone Star beat Superman at chess? Maybe. Checkers. I don't know, man. No, actually, I guess Superman's supposedly really, really good at chess because he kept playing the Flash, Barry Allen, at chess to a stalemate, right? And Barry Allen, isn't he supposed to be like really smart? Car video when you go to Amazon, probably. Car video on my way to Amazon. Yeah, I'll need to document that somehow. The Nightingale. So I was explaining these pages to Elliot the other day. I showed him that first page, and then I explained to him the story behind these pages, and it was, I mean, just the look on his face was priceless. So even though you guys won't benefit from that knowledge for quite some time to come, just know these are here for a purpose and with a plan. A long-term plan. God willing, I will be doing this for decades to come. Decades. Who plans decades ahead?
Stupid to plan decades ahead.
Why?
There's too many variables.
Why is it stupid to plan decades ahead?
Because there's too many variables. There's literally no way of knowing what's going to happen.
Well, should I not die and I continue my superhero universe, I know where this is going to go.
You're not allowed to plan.
That's too bad. Ooh, a downvote. Gosh, I thought they were all on the High Council tonight. I guess they took some time out to come act like children. Anyways, who cares? Who cares about them? Nobody cares. What is this? Why is this child holding a crystal in his hand? Why is he standing on the remnants of a town which now apparently is a giant lake of glass? What is going on? Who is this man standing here with skin of gold?
It's Gold Surfer.
It's Gold Surfer. No, it's not Gold Surfer. How is any of this going to make any sense? Explain it to me. It always cracks me up when I hear somebody complaining about the seemingly meaningless scene from Lone Star 1. You guys know which one I'm talking about, right? The boy with the climbing up the rock and then seeing the guy with the axe, and people are just like, what does this have? This has nothing to do with anything. It's like WCBS is doing a kind of mini console. What is WCBS? I don't know what that is. Is this kind of a post-credit scene? That's a good way to think of it. That's an excellent way to think of it. Just a post-credit Easter egg that'll make sense later. But for the time being, you're just going to have to look at it and conjecture. What does it all mean? What is Mike doing with these scenes? Oh, what class? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thought about getting Disney Plus to watch Mandalorian, but
Don't support Disney.
yeah, I don't care about that. There's just, I don't know.
As again, like you were playing Overwatch
I heard.
and they're supporting Blizzard,
Oh no.
and they support China against Hong Kong.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
Oh, you mean Blizzard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
It's because probably half their audience is in China.
Really?
They want it to get banned.
The almighty dollar over principles? I hate that. I seriously doubt you would take up precious page space with anything that wasn't relevant in some way. That's right. That is correct. Thank you, Kathy. Our house did catch fire last night. Evacuated for 3 hours. Oh my. Oh my. I've been there. I mean, like, I haven't been where my house actually caught fire, but I have been in I'm in California, so we've evacuated for fires twice that I can remember. That's an interesting point of reflection of what actually matters. It's like, okay, you have an hour to gather whatever you can, and whatever will fit in your car. So look around your house. What actually matters? You're grabbing pictures and art and whatever, and you're leaving a whole lot of stuff behind. Honestly, the one not this last time, but this first time I had to evacuate. And this is funny because I had just bought furniture for the house, but I was still just thinking, let it burn. So just give me a... Yes, I am live streaming. Why? I haven't live streamed since this morning. Or this afternoon, whatever. You just want me to live stream once a day? Gosh, this paper feels like it is falling apart. It's driving me nuts. Maybe I didn't need to use a brush. Trump wants to know who is starting those wildfires? Sure. I want to know too.
Ryan started the fire.
Who?
Seriously?
What'd you say?
Ryan started the fire?
Ryan? That one?
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
What am I goshing?
Unbelievable.
What?
You don't remember Ryan started the fire?
Oh, from The Office. Unbelievable. I've only watched The Office once, Eden. I haven't watched it 6 times like you.
Why not?
Because I have important things to do.
Like live stream?
Like live stream. That's right. My audience demands my time. If this was on D Live, I could watch it and live stream at the same time. I'm sure that sound is really fun for the people on the live stream.
ASMR.
Probably Ted Lieu and Eric Solwell playing with matches, getting doused with orange fire retardant by bombers. Oof. I helped with fight fires within 100 yards of my property, like stupid kids screwing around in the woods. We're doing Nintendo this week, Eden.
Tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow's the last night.
Last night.
Of growth groups.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to be... Darn. Can't you do it next week?
No.
Huh?
No, we already advertised it. We already
Well, I would have liked to
said it.
do Nintendo.
Why? You never mentioned that.
Obviously, I like Nintendo.
Look, I'm making this little boy cry. Unlike Luke Skywalker after his aunt and uncle died.
Karen Ryan says, I watched The Office one episode. The boss pretended to fire the secretary. I got so upset with that. Never watched again. That was the first episode. Yeah, it gets better. The first season isn't the best season.
I stopped I guess I was the same. I watched it and then I was like, this is dumb. And then I just kind of left it on another, like years later. I put it on and I just kind of left it on. And when you start to get to know the characters, it gets really fun. It gets really interesting.
They can't see you.
Well, I can't.
Pokemon are too easy to draw. I want to draw Link instead. I would have liked to draw Link and Zelda. But he put it on the night. Where I am.
Well, sorry.
We'll do something interesting next week, too, then.
What do you want?
Something that I like.
Can you not lean on my chair while I'm inking? That would be great.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
It struck me as sick and cruel. Well, that was...
Yeah, that's Michael Scott.
Yeah, that was... But he's not like that all the time. He gets less straight up cruel. Right?
I don't know. Does he? I'm gonna move this.
If I have to wait for something that is supposed to be entertaining to actually be entertaining, that thing is not a good product, then just start at the second season. I think the first season, out of all the ones with Michael Scott in it, is the worst season. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I like.
No, I just think it's a style of filmmaking or whatever that you have to get used to.
It's a mockumentary.
Yeah.
Even make your dad some office clips for his show. That's Elijah's supposed to do that.
What?
Make clips for my show.
Yet he lives here rent free. Maybe you could do.
Maybe you could get off my chair when I asked you not to lean on my chair while I'm inking.
Where am I supposed to leave on? This room is a mess. Do Studio Ghibli.
Ooh, that's a good one. Except for there's so many.
All my ideas are good. Okay,
So you guys are doing Nintendo this week?
We are doing it. I'm talking about next week.
Studio Ghibli, exactly. You've done things where like there's a lot of room for variety.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo, exactly. There's, I'm sure, more Nintendo characters than there are Studio Ghibli characters. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like some people would try to sexualize the Ghibli girls, and that's not what it's about. They're all like 12.
They turn them into the Ghibli
They're all
girls.
12 years old. Or like 11. You can't do that. Except for Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle. She's an adult.
There it is.
No! She wears like stuff up to her neck and down to her toes, okay? None of that. Inappropriate.
I'm gonna do My Neighbors the Yamadas.
Yeah. For drawn and quartered, what are the rules? Like,
Black
are you
and
allowed to make a sketch before?
No.
Or do you have to start, like, completely...
you're supposed to start from scratch, but you can think of something before.
Okay.
Like, I think I know what I'm going to do for Nintendo.
What are you gonna do?
Creepy Mario.
Do normal Mario. No, do Luigi's Mansion. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty.
Yeah, Luigi's Mansion.
Why?
What do you mean,
No,
why?
do Professor Egad.
Yeah, Professor Egan. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
I need a hot Nintendo chick.
Bowser?
Bowsette.
Bowsette.
Bowsette. Mm-mm-mm-mm. No, I was thinking about doing what's his name? Captain Falcon and Lone Star.
Who?
Lone Star.
No stars and
You have to add Lone Star. in.
Because that's the thing. Everyone says he looks like Captain Falcon.
well, then just do
Don't
Captain
get the
Falcon.
gag. Jeez Louise, you guys are in.
But you have to do Nintendo only.
No, it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
Nintendo only. It just has to be Nintendo.
That sounds very. It doesn't just have to be Mario. It could be Mario in any else you want.
Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Zelda. Oh, you should do Rosalina. Rosalina is my favorite.
Who's Rosalina?
Rosalina.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, here, I'll show you a picture.
She's the cooler.
It's okay
Peach.
if I add a page on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rosalina is the cooler Peach.
Oops. This is pre-search nonsense. This is
Cryptocurrency.
Rosalina.
Ah.
Cute, right?
I like her dress.
Maternity dress.
Apple peaches pumpkin pie. Samus Aran, the Metroid chick.
You should do
Same.
Daisy then. You should do Peach and Daisy.
Look up Samus.
You should do Sheik. You should do Sheik.
Samus Aran.
Do Sheik.
No, don't do her. Do something from Mario.
Do Sheik.
Why do something from Mario?
Because Mario's the bit.
What is Chic?
That's Legend of Zelda. SHIEK.
How about Zelda?
What is Zelda?
You know what always freaks me out about Link and Zelda is they look like siblings. I hate that. Like they look exactly the same, but like boy and girl versions of each
Zelda
other.
is like combat.
Ugh, terrible.
Yeah.
Why'd she cover her face up?
See?
She, Taliban.
See? They look like siblings.
Do King Bom Bom.
Go ding dong dong.
Oh wait. Here they don't.
You should do Dry.
Sometimes they do.
You should do
Not
Dry
always.
Bowser. That'd look really cool. Do Dry Bowser.
I don't know. Maybe I should do a poll.
Hey, no, do Bowser.
No, Dry Bowser.
It's just fan art, right?
Yeah, it's not really Nintendo.
That ain't real. Nonsense.
I
He
think Dry
didn't.
Bowser would be cooler.
What Bowser?
Dry Bowser. Bowser.
No. Bones.
Oh yes, the Battlezet would be cooler. I'm sorry.
That was it. Nintendo confirms character doesn't exist.
This is just boring stuff. With the cool guys.
Someone said Bayonetta.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Smash here.
Smash.
This is Bayonetta.
What the heck?
She doesn't look like that when you're playing as her.
She's freaking gun high heels.
Weird feather lady.
Yeah, I'd be spending too much time actually looking at the reference, trying to get all the details.
Apple seed. Just do a bunch of me's.
Hank Hill meme.
Nerd Wonder could do Animal Crossing. Oh, that'd be so cute. Yeah. Would you be allowed for Drawn and Quartered to draw Nintendo Entertainment System?
Just trying.
Draw.
I mean,
We an idea.
technically, don't give Gary any ideas though. Sounds like a Gary troll.
Do Kirby. Oh my gosh. Got it.
What is in the C disk that is filling it up?
Gotta do Kirby.
I don't gotta do Kirby.
You gotta do Kirby.
It's a circle.
Exactly, it'll be easy.
Right, so what would I do for the rest of the time?
I don't know. Whatever you do, you gotta
Make
put
variants
Kirby
of
on it.
Kirby.
Like, it'll take you 2 seconds to add Kirby in.
Just make variants of Kirby.
Or do like a super realistic Kirby.
Oh, you should do the old Donkey Kong where Mario's like whipping Donkey Kong and like abusing.
Oh yeah. We draw the scene where Mario stomps on Luigi's foot when Luigi wins at what is it, tennis or something? Yeah.
Mario's such a horrible, horrible person.
He is. That's why Luigi is best.
Just do Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
It just came out.
The new one. You could get the gamers.
It's a pretty good game so far.
Mansion 3?
Oh, do Gooigi and Luigi.
Gooigi?
Yeah.
Like,
That's his clone.
Why do you have a clone?
uh-oh.
Because Dr. Egad made a personal assistant.
Yeah, do like... What's his name?
That's King Boo.
King Boo, yeah. King Boo. Do King Boo chasing Luigi. Oh.
No, she's one of the main villains.
Oh. What the heck is this?
Hey, don't spoil it. I haven't been to that floor yet.
In the place to be.
Is it on the Switch?
Yes.
Hmm.
Are you considering buying it? I was waiting for you.
No, when you told it to me first, didn't I say I'd split the cost?
Mike
Oh,
can
my
draw
God.
I didn't say
Wario.
that loud. I was thinking it though.
I'll do half
I was
and half because I want to keep playing that. But I don't want to go past Fort Thomas's. We're on the 8th.
47 people watching. Hit that like, please. And thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's have 8-player mode on it.
8-player?
Not for splitting. Just for me.
Variations of Luigi?
Yeah.
After your Star Wars analysis today, we need to schedule a Star Wars episode or 2 for December. You want to come in, Edwin? Or are you still on night duty?
Night duty.
Night duty. Check it and see. Draw Jack Kirby.
Oh, if you want people to do Pokemon, just do a full-on battle between several Pokemon and their trainers.
Just do Smash Bros. Like, be on Final Destination, just have like Lone Star and Falcon duking it out.
Huh?
There's so much you could do. I don't know. I think Nintendo might have been
Yeah, it's such
too
a broad
broad.
spectrum.
Yeah.
If you did like Smash Bros, you would narrow it down to like
Mike could draw
certain characters.
Pikachu. You drew Ash once, and it was just
I drew creepy
scary.
Ash. Yeah.
It was
Do
horrifying.
Leopard Snake.
What?
It was leopard snake.
Look at Leopard Snake.
Leopard snake.
I don't know if it's gonna come up.
What?
Smash Bros.
Smash.
There you go.
Oh.
Snake's not Nintendo, is he?
He's in the Smash Bros, which is a Nintendo game. He's technically Konami.
Wario.
Yeah, do Wario farting everywhere.
What?
You know his boost where he flies up in the air and farts?
Oh my gosh. Do Wario and Waluigi.
Oh yeah, Waluigi. I remember that.
Waluigi.
Okay, thank you.
You don't listen to anyone's idea.
Well, I don't need to make a decision right now.
I don't know what this is, but I'm installing it.
Oh my gosh, you should draw the really ugly Sonic. Really?
Before they changed it.
Yeah, before they changed it.
The movie still looks dumb, though.
But at least they listened to the fans.
They fixed it.
They listened to the fans. They made it look better, but they didn't manage to make it look good.
What? He looks good.
No, I mean the movie itself.
Oh.
The trailer does
yeah,
not look entertaining.
Oh, look at that improvement. That is so much better.
No, he looks fine. I'm talking about.
I think they had a
I'm
furry
talking
help
about.
make him-
I'm
Yeah, I
talking
know. It
about.
looks-
Why don't
it
you let me
looks
finish
crappy.
my
I know
sentence?
what you're going to
Keep
say
yelling
already.
at me.
You already said it like 5 times.
Yeah, why do you have to repeat yourself?
Children have no respect.
Maybe because you overreact to everything.
It's because you wouldn't shut up.
You didn't. You just didn't learn. You have a furry.
Hot-blooded. Is that the same kid? Is what the same kid? What? Can't see what you're saying because
Fine.
you're dragging it to the second screen. The same kid from issue 1. No, it's not the same kid from issue 1.
It's the second kid from Metro.
Different kid.
Oops. Why is it coming out on Valentine's Day? Who would take their date to see Sonic on Valentine's Day?
It's people who play
Whose
Sonic together.
relationship won't last long.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
What about that rare couple that says, "We fell in love over Sonic the Hedgehog"?
I'm having furries.
When Sonic got those rings, he proposed.
Chili dog.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that was a Sonic thing. Chili dogs.
Oh my gosh, what are they doing in there? Go tell Mike
Mike
to.
playing video games.
Why Jim
Oh,
Carrey?
he's like yelling.
He needs to be extra large.
Here's an idea.
Me.
Make this smaller so I can
Sonic's in
still
Smash Bros.
read.
Sonic's in Smash Bros.
Do you prefer kids before or after they are big enough to talk back? I like them all sizes. All the jokes in the Sonic trailer are duds. Yep. Yep.
Just like many titles in the series. Drawing Tetris and drawing a quarter.
Yeah.
Gary Shipman.
Gary's probably telling the truth. He would do that.
No, Gary Shipman didn't say it.
Oh, he didn't?
It's Captain Helps.
No.
I don't know what this is when I'm installing it.
You installing it or uninstalling it?
I'm installing it.
Sounds like Mike might have one fewer kids in a few minutes, judging by the yells. At least two of them are fighting to the death. Who's replacing Alejandro for your ninth cover? Huang Nguyen. Huang Nguyen. Do you guys remember Huang Nguyen? He was
Someone should have Mario choking out Epstein.
an up and coming, pretty popular artist of Punisher War Journal in the 90s, but he's been doing primarily video games ever since then. And yeah, so he's gonna be doing he's gonna paint a cover for me. It's gonna be sweet. But yeah, pretty cool. Can't wait to see it.
The Sonic movie?
I think I'm such a fan.
Yeah. Taking all of us, right?
Hell no.
Can't wait to see this Sonic movie.
Talk about a movie I'm never gonna bother watching.
Jim Carrey looks nothing like the professor.
You know what movie is not better than Sonic? Gladiator. Sonic is so much better than Gladiator. And look at Jim Carrey's mustache.
Yeah.
Nothing can beat that.
That mustache isn't even real.
How do you know?
Neither is his tooth.
That's true.
There are his teeth.
I think he had to chip it for him.
He didn't have to chip it. It was chipped already.
Oh.
Nobody chips their tooth for a movie role.
He said he re-chipped it for the newer movie.
Oh, because he had it fixed.
Yeah.
He probably went into the dentist and had them remove the whatever it was.
Yeah, he just like punched himself.
The veneer. No, I smashed my face into this countertop. Like this. How are Lone Star 2 and Monster Hunt's colors coming along? I don't know. I haven't seen anything lately, but I know they're working on it. I should probably shoot out an email to make sure they're moving along. He's gold, Captain Hills. He's gold. I'm trying to decide, because I don't want him to be like gold naked dude. So
Why not?
Gold surfer.
yeah.
Gold
Make him some gold speedo.
Well, I thought about that, but then it would look too much. I thought not a speedo, but just a little, black
I thought about the
black
gold
shorts. But then I thought that might look too much like Dr. Manhattan. Although Dr. Manhattan's blue,
Banana hammock.
but
A banana hammock. No, you should do an American flag banana hammock.
don't you have homework to do?
Gold banana.
Gold.
Banana hammock.
Don't you have homework to do, Eden?
Don't you?
I'm doing mine.
Wait.
You've been waiting.
Do 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 do. Yeah, so I'm trying to decide. before I get to colors. What are you guys talking about? Isn't Dr. Manhattan just Captain Atom anyway? Is he? I don't know. I've never made that connection. But it might be out of ignorance. Explain.
Rob Wigger.
Cover. Do cover. Do cover. Do cover. Do cover. Could he have a really sleek tunic of some kind? Nope, because I already drew him. Elucidate. That's right. Elucidate. All the Watchmen characters are redone Charlton characters. Captain Atom is Dr. Manhattan. Nightwell is Blue. But I get that. But I'm saying Captain Atom doesn't have Dr. Manhattan level powers, right? Maybe he's just naked in that scene. Oh, this guy. No, I'm not doing that in my comics. Sorry. Maybe he could have something like a silver carved plates as a coverings that looks something like engraved jewelry. Dr. Manhattan, Captain Atom is powered by the quantum field. Huh. All right. Something up with my ink here. I think it might be drying up a little bit. So I'm not getting the line I'm looking for. Thankfully, Eden left. A cup, a glass, a cup, a bottle, a bit of water. And I have my own. All right. Kevin. How can you ever know way too much about comics, Kevin? Let's see. Why do they have to be so loud? Is my question. Do cover, do cover, do cover. I got another request of refunds today. All right. Oh, shoot. Where's the chat? Tunic was the wrong word. Quilt, maybe? I don't think quilt is the word you're looking for.
Bathrobe.
Kids need to be quick so you can't catch them until they're 18, but loud enough. Red Bermuda shorts. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. I'll think of something. Right now, I just kind of have a line here around his waist to indicate pants, but I don't know. He might just be all gold. I don't know. Don't know. I just wanted to get the page down because I conceived of this character in 1993. And his name is Harmony, so you know. But I had never actually designed him. Isn't it funny? I written his story 26 years ago, and I never got around to designing the character. So weird. Oh, I should click that off. Hold on a second. How do I do that? Where am I? Where am I? StreamYard. There we go. That's a better one. Oh, you guys are talking about the new rules for YouTube. Yeah, I just put that my channel is not a kid's channel because I don't want to go through all of my videos. I don't do like specifically for kids content anyways. I don't know if the rules work with me or apply with me or what. Or how they apply since I do have kids constantly on my channel.
Why is this in my room?
What is it? Oh,
Hey,
shoot.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I need to give that to Ed. Oh, I can mail that now. I got this for Ed McGinnis while I was in Japan because it's Japanese Spider. It's his Spider-Man book. So.
That was a year ago.
That was a year ago. And I just haven't gotten around to sending it to him. I need to get his address.
Anybody got it? No, I'm just kidding.
Wicker Speedo confirmed. You give permission for your kids as long as they are over 13. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. They're being so bizarre lately. So bizarre. You still need to follow kid rules, Mike. It's dangerous when you have guests on. Huh? Just in time to vote. I don't know. I thought I read the rules right. But knowing me, I didn't.
Rules?
Yeah, there's new YouTube rules for channels. Whether you're a kid's channel or you're an adult's channel.
Keep hearing that these new rules are going to kill YouTube.
Yeah, well, if that happens, better have all my stuff moved over to BitChute. All my content should be on BitChute. The FTC is entering the rules now. What? Harmony? Maybe symmetrical line engraved design that subtly suggests a stylized musical clef. his name's not Harmony because of music. It's harmony in the sense of things working together. Start uploading to every dang platform you can. Well, Twitch and D Live don't actually save your videos, huh?
You can save your videos.
You can? Do you have to do it manually every time?
Hmm?
Do you have to do it manually every time?
I think you have to, if you're doing a stream, you have to hit save replay while you're streaming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it saves it. I don't know much about Twitch.
YouTube spends too much time trying to police politics. They ignored the blatantly obvious. Yeah. You guys got any art-related questions? This is an art stream. It's an art stream on an art channel. It is what I'm trying to cultivate here.
You're going to have to change your audience a lot.
I'm going to have to add to my audience, not change my audience.
Does that not change the audience?
It adds. I don't want to get rid of who I have. Be precise with your language, Elijah. When is Black and White coming out? Yeah, that's good. That's good. The Duke of Earls. So does anybody else think Luke Skywalker's kind of a sociopath? I mean, the guy didn't even shed a single tear. His aunt and uncle who raised him from birth. From birth! We saw this happen. Murdered. Brutally murdered. The flesh barbecued off of their bodies. And he doesn't shed a tear. He simply goes back to Ben Kenobi and he says, well, nothing left for me here on Tatooine. Let's go. A little sociopathic there. And then Ben, with whom he has spent little to no time, maybe one car ride, dies. And he's mourning Ben. Danger is encroaching. Their lives are in jeopardy. And he mourns Ben. But his parents, for all intents and purposes, whatever. Do you think Antonio's cool with having a crossover with Lone Star and Brand? I imagine he would be. Haven't really thought of it. What do you have against drawing genitals? It's inappropriate only if you make it so. No, it's inappropriate. It's immodest. And it's only appropriate if you're doing something like Schindler's List. And I'm not doing something like Schindler's List. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to do a video on this because the following is lost for being a kid's channel. Huh? For rubbing. Huh? What? Antonio's likely to keep strict tabs on the development of his work. That thing is his baby. Well, doing a crossover isn't developing the other person's work. It's just using the characters. But no, never even crossed my mind to do a crossover with Brand. No offense to Antonio or Kanan. But I don't sit here and dwell on crossovers with other people. I'm really, really focused on my own universe. Not I don't want to just constantly do crossovers with other people. That's fun and all, but I mean, look at the one I just did. It's already not that it was problems because nobody's said there's any issues with it but now that it's no longer all part of the what some people want to say is the next Image Comics, well, then it can get a little weird. Yay. Duke over. Well, you have loads to work with already. This is true. Needs more pigeon. No pigeon on this scene. Although, technically I could have some birds flying here and then the reflection down here. That could be cool. Is anyone wondering why it says welcome to Riley and then there's just this sheet of mirrored glass and they're standing in the middle of it alone on the other side? It's like the town ends here, or it starts here and then it ends over here, and it's just like they're standing on a perfectly glass-like frozen lake, but it's not. Are you wondering? Does it have you curious?
No.
I'm talking to you. What made you decide to do Monster Hunt? Can you give a backstory on that decision? Yeah, I was listening to actually Richard gave me the idea. I was listening to Richard and Ethan talk about Image Comics and how Image was like, they would just do all these crossovers with each other where it was just hey, here, you can use my character and then at some point I'll use your character and then we'll just do these fun crossovers. And I was like, yeah, that does sound cool. And so I contacted Richard and I'm like, hey, how about we do that? And he's like, sure. And then I was like, hey, Malin, how about we do that? Because I saw that a moment in Graveyard Shift, or no, it was before that. Malin sent me Graveyard Shift, and then I read it, and I'm like, oh man, there is a perfect moment in here that I can use to create the entire story for Monster Hunt, which would include Jawbreakers. And so I sent the story to John and I sent it to Richard, and Richard liked it and John approved it. John had a couple changes. So I made the changes and There it was. Actually, Richard had changes too. There was I had a character. It wasn't Seance at first. It was this other character. Oh shoot, what did I call her? Oh, darn it. I'm totally blanking out. But Richard's like, well, that's just like my character. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you didn't want confusion to get in place. Do I regret it now, considering circumstances? No, not at all. Not at all. John's still using Lone Star for one of his projects. Richard is welcome to use Lone Star if he ever wants to for any project he wants to do. I mean, honestly, Richard hasn't claimed Comicsgate for real that I've noticed in months anyways, so he just has people telling him he is Comicsgate. You're the face of Comicsgate. If you're not Comicsgate, no one is. It's like, I mean, don't label people. Let people label themselves if they want to. Yeah, that was the thing. That was actually, I believe that was the same episode, or the same video, was Richard saying that he thought it was I don't know, past its time. Like there's no reason for the hashtag anymore. But let's not get into that. I just don't think I don't think it's an issue, and I don't regret doing it. Would I do another crossover? Yeah, I know I'm asking myself the question. Would I do another crossover? I would, but I would probably do it in the sense of like hiring somebody else to draw it or whatever, instead of me adding, because this should have been done. You guys should have had this book in your hands already, but because I decided to draw Monster Hunt on my own, it just became this extra project. And but it's a cool project. I did enjoy it. And we get to have the Brando backup story, which is extra cool. Oh wait, no, that's not. That's in the second printing. That's not even part of Monster Hunt. Oopsie. Is Lone Star 3 Mind of Man or Monster? I'm gonna make up my mind on that right before I post it. I keep going back and forth on Mind of the Man or Mind of the Monster. I think Mind of the Monster sounds cooler. I don't know how applicable it is. It's not as applicable as the other two, I don't think. But it sounds cooler. Mentality of the millipede. Monster Hunt looks killer. The spreads in it were well worth it, in my opinion. Oh, thank you. What's up, Dennis? How you doing, brother? How you doing, bro? Brother. Do. Oh, drawing reflections are fun. Reflective stuff. Fun, but time consuming. Mind of the Miller. You should do an alternate cover. You should do alternate covers and have one say Mind of the Man And the others say mind of a monster. Oh, that's... I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You should do a pigeon spinoff. Oh, Pope Fire.
Mind of a pigeon.
Peanut-sized brain of a pigeon. Mm-mm-mm. I wonder if I offended anyone with all my Star Wars criticism today. Prerogative of the pigeon. The new seed with the kid looks like a team up of different heroes that's going to battle a new threat. That's interesting. No comment. No comment. Sorry. Do you have any cover ideas planned for issue 3 already? No, I don't, actually. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? I have all winter to figure out issue 3. I'm also going to be doing some writing over the winter. So we will figure out a lot of stuff before February. Isn't that interesting? I'll be done with this. I won't have anything under any deadlines except for the Game of Thrones covers to do over the winter. Gosh darn, I could get like just a bunch of Game of Thrones covers done over the winter if I wanted to. And then not have to worry about them like all year. Just do 12. I'll just do all 12 over the winter. And then do another 12 next winter. That could actually be a good, a wise move. I don't know. I don't want to just do them when they're due. But I'll tell you what I am going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the layout, the breakdown of my next Game of Thrones cover. I'm going to be doing that on the Order of the Green Hand channel. So we'll be talking about it. I'll be drawing it. It'll be fun. I'll be exposed to more of their fans who are Game of Thrones peeps, and hopefully bring them over to this channel with my art. Lure them in with my drawing skills. You, me, tag team. You'll have some Lone Star card tiers to do. Yeah. Why is Mike's house so quiet? The Star Wars stuff on Twitter was funny. It was fun. I just watched it again today, so I was like watching. I'm like, well, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is Luke?
You need an 80% or more to pass your driver's test.
I don't have to pass my driver's test.
Which means I only have to get 20 questions right.
Okay.
I was expecting a higher standard. I think Mommy said you had to get 95%.
I don't know what you have to get.
You have to get 80%.
Really?
Yeah, it's a passing score.
Wow. Must be why there's so many bad drivers in California.
How to pass your driver's test.
Is your comic universe still going to be called Blacklist Universe? Absolutely. Absolutely. No, just my channel is Art of the Hero, because my channel is more than just Blacklist Universe. This right now, that's why I've got the link right here. It says Blacklist. Sorry about that. Somebody is chatting on Facebook. But that's why it says Blacklist. It's still part of my channel, but it's not the whole of the channel. So I did want to rebrand that way and let people know this channel focuses more on art. Like this, me doing an art stream. I need to know how to turn those notifications off. Nodding off, have you in the background. Not a fan of the rebrand. Don't think it does anything for, I'm just going to turn this mics down, or the speakers down. Hey, Gary, what's up, buddy? Gary Shipman. How you doing? Not a fan of the rebrand. Why aren't you a fan of the rebrand? You don't want me to reach new readers or new viewers? Get new people in here, new blood, people who care about art and faith. Oh my gosh, turn this stupid thing off. How do you even turn Facebook notifications off? Advertising settings. Notifications. Comments. What notifications do you receive? How do I just turn all of them off? Comments, tags, reminders, more activity, updates, friends, people you may know, birthdays, groups, events, videos, pages, marketplace, fundraisers, other notification, push, emails, SMS. Shut up. Comments, reminders. Can I just turn everything off? How do I freaking do this? I don't want your bloody notifications. How do you communicate to the colors exactly what you want on something reflective like Harmony's back? Do you trust them or give them specific instructions? I'll give them some instructions, but I trust my colorist to do pretty well. And then I can go back and give them suggestions. Asuka says, it's a corny name. Opinions vary. I think it's a great name, so deal with it. How do you communicate? Where's Gary? Gary. What's up, Gary? Gary. Gary, Gary. What you doing, Gary? Gary. It looks too thick now. What the heck? The name is just too long. Well, the name is Art of the Hero. The with Mike Miller part is sort of whatever. I tell people look up Art of the Hero. Oh my gosh, it's still coming. How do I flip and turn this stupid notification off? Marketplace, fundraisers, other notifications, browser, email. All right, I'm just gonna leave this group. Oh wait, ignore messages, mute conversation. There we go. Until I turn it back on. Mute. There we go. That should do. Nice. Well, get rid of this Mike Miller guy. You'll be fine. I know, right? So you probably, if you think this is too long, you probably hate Comics Matter with your boy Zach and Luna. The way I'm shading this reminds me of the old image reflections. Please turn on your magic beam. That name is too long also. Oh, with Luna is also gone? Underdog art, like your Instagram. I already changed it. It's Art of Ice and Fire. I mean, it's Art of Ice and Fire. That was my old... That's my... That's a different channel. I already changed it. Art of the Hero. Art of the Hero. It just happens to be with Mike S. Miller. You can just ignore the with Mike S. Miller part. Just call it Art of the Hero. Zach doesn't do live streams, which is part of the issue. Why is that part of the issue? Right. All of the media names needs to be the same across everything. Yeah. If that's the case, I have to rebrand everything. Well, I can't please everyone. Some people like it, some people don't. I like it, so for the people that don't, you'll just have to learn to deal with it. Never gonna please everybody. Just not something you can do. Never gonna please everybody, so you better just please you. Who is Art? What do you mean? Art of the Hero. You know, like art, like I'm drawing here, art of the hero, you know, like the superhero, the good guy, the protagonist. It's sort of a play on words with heart of the hero, but it speaks to the larger context of drawing superheroes. Kind of the whole thing in one kit and caboodle. What is art? When is art? How is art? Art's doing all right. How did it get hot in here? Oh, you know what? I'm just turn my fan on. Completely forgot I had a fan on under my desk. I mean, a fan under my desk. It wasn't on, which is why I forgot about it. All right, let me just do... When would the Game of Thrones covers be published? Well, most of them have already been... Well, all of the ones I've done have been published already. The new ones I'll be doing will come out every month, I guess, from Dynamite. Dynamite Entertainment. Are you still doing gold foil on the second print, or was that never confirmed? That was never confirmed. And I just barely crossed $12,000 on that campaign. That is I can't spend extra money on that at this point. The only extra money I'm willing to put into it is for the troops. So sorry. Sorry. Don't know what to tell ya. Is that Silver Surfer? No. Does Silver Surfer have hair? I mean, geez, you guys act like Silver Surfer is the only chromed up character. Not you guys, but a couple of you guys. It's not the only chromed up character to ever have existed in comics. And anyway, this guy's gold, not chrome. Gold, the golden golfer. Captain Atom. No, it's not Captain Atom either. His name is Harmony. And he is one of my oldest characters. I believe it was 1993. Metallo and the upgraded Brainiac of the 80s are chromed up. The Golden Galoot, he better have pants on. That's right. No nakes. No nakes. Nakes are like nudes, but they're less classy.
I failed.
You failed your driver's test?
By one question.
You couldn't even manage 80%. You do not deserve driver's license. So Harmony. So he's like a Reese's Pieces. Oh, chocolate and peanut butter. Burned out on comics 90s. I can understand that. 90s comics weren't great. I mean, there were some, but oh boy. Hold on. All right, I just gotta ink this boy, and then I'm done. Son. Then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna play Age of Empires or something?
Stanley Parable.
What is Stanley Parable? Elijah really wants me to play some game called Stanley Parable. How long does it take? I don't want to get stuck in something that's going to take me an hour unless it's Age of Empires. I know I'm getting hungry again. Try not to eat as much because I think my guts are full of stuff. I need to evacuate them a bit. Mike, has the character anything to do with Heart of Darkness? No, it doesn't. But it was
one where they go to Africa.
No, that's a movie, Heart of Darkness,
And the
and a book. No, but that was. Can I talk? What? I'm getting notifications from Reddit. People are people are interested on Reddit. I gotta bring them in here.
You need to hit the right subreddits. You're hitting like, I saw you're hitting some low tier subreddits.
Uh-huh.
And you hit the big ones, or do you not have enough karma to hit the big ones right now?
I don't know what that even means, Elijah.
Karma is your internet points.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know why you'd need big karma to hit certain subreddits.
Because some subreddits make it so that you need to have a certain amount of karma before you're allowed to post on it.
All right.
Prevent
Yeah.
people from just scamming accounts and making stuff.
Well, I'm building up my karma.
You should probably go to the DC subreddit
DC sucks.
for your comics. No, for your art stuff.
I know it sucks, dude. I'm getting way more comments and way more karma on Game of Thrones subreddits.
Are you posting at the right times?
I don't know what the right times are.
The best times for posting are Mondays and Fridays.
That's not time. That's a day.
Then, like, I think it's like somewhere near noon or later in the day on Monday.
So you want me to post 2 times a week?
No, I'm just saying if you want to get a lot of attention on you, then this is the biggest way.
Uh-huh. Well,
And I got 22,000 karma or something.
yeah.
I'm not having to get stuff out a little bit.
How long did that take you?
Whatever post.
How long did it take you to get 22,000 karma?
Oh no! Oh. Look,
They're trying to carry on a conversation with a cat.
no, look.
Did you lay out your last page? No, I didn't. What about it?
It's like the painting I did,
Uh-huh.
but someone else posted it first.
Is it a painting?
They looks like 2 separate canvases.
Oh.
And also, it's all pixelated instead of what I did, was I did like actual clouds and stuff. Looks like he used the same colors too. They're blended. Oh, I have 42,700 karma.
Karma police arrest this man. What page are you on? This is page 47. I got 1 kid and 1 page to go.
Well, out of all my posts, what's the ratio of them exploding? It's like capitalism, basically. Reddit is capitalist social media. Oh my gosh, how much have I posted?
All right. Mike has sworn never to draw nibs. What? Todoroki is a beast, you guys. What is this drawing for? Lone Star or is it a commission? This is for Lone Star. This is Lone Star page 47. Lone Star 2, page 47. This is, I call it a seed page, a seed story. So there's 3 pages of story that will make sense in the future. You'll understand it sometime in the future, but you're not going to understand it right when you read it. Just like the other pages in issue 1. Dang, how do I pick up this garbage? A lot of folks log on to Reddit and like the first thing at work. Between 8 and 10 a.m. Between 3 and 8 p.m. just as folks get home. Huh. It'd be fun to have a social media guy to be doing that stuff for me. Mike is the Japanese Kevin Feige. What? Why? How is that? I don't understand. Okay, this is important, guys. Pay attention to the shorts he's wearing. Come on. Just ink. Kevin did the same. What brand is your nib? This is a zebra. A zebra maru. It's a mapping quill from Japan. Wait, Kevin did the same what? About what are you talking about? You can't just say Kevin did the same. I don't know what I was talking about. I can't remember conversations from 10 seconds ago. Kevin refuses to, or Mike refuses to surrender even after Hiroshima.
Okay, so out of my 42 posts, 16 of them have gotten over 1,000 likes each. One of them's hit the top on the subreddit of all time. The other one hit like 16,000 upvotes.
Now, what does that do for you?
It gives me experience.
Experience.
Knowing how to get stuff out.
Okay, and how are you going to use that in your life?
How are you gonna use that?
I'm using it for marketing, dummy.
Well, no, I can use that for marketing.
Marketing what?
No, actually, Reddit's kind of a fickle platform for marketing.
Well, it's a platform.
You have to do it in a certain way.
It's a social media platform.
You basically have to build an entire subreddit over what you do. Kind of like SR Grapho. He does comics on here. Kind of almost exclusively on Reddit. He has a whole subreddit built around the comics that he does. And he does merch sales every week or something.
There we go. Mike is just that darn good from what I observe. About what? Are the shorts important to define the time? That's correct. That is correct. And the shirt, too. Of course, my problem is my timeline going to work if I push the story out 10 years? Maybe I'll try to do it in 5 years. Is that Iceman? It's Harmony. I should put something on his shirt. What should I put on his shirt? Put an old Lone Star. Nah. A band? Harmony meant to be translucent. No. He's gold. Right now he's gold. He has a normal human form, but he's preparing to fly off into outer space. So he has a sort of a built-in spacesuit kind of a thing. A pigeon. What if I give him like a Lone Star shirt, but with a pigeon instead of a eagle? That's funny. All right, I'll do that. A wicker chair. No. All right, he's got the pigeon version of the Lone Star logo on him, which makes no sense to the story, but so what? All right, now I just got to do some lines here to indicate that this is a reflective quality sort of a background. Is Gary still here, or did he piss off? Thousand pieces of shattered glass shirt. Oh, yeah. That's good. Shattered glass. Boy, I tell you, that shattered glass cover was prophetic, huh? Doing all that shattered glass in this issue. Sheesh. All right. There it is. I really just want to fill this in. Oh gosh, it's driving me nuts.
I didn't read the question.
Read the question.
Read the question.
Always read the directions.
Only read the answer.
All right, there we go. That looks better. That was driving me nuts. Hello, Mike. Is the Japanese fellow in your logo an actual character, or does it just appear on the logo? That was a character of myself when I was doing my webcomic. Oh shoot, I forgot I was going to do this. I was doing a webcomic, Electronic Tigers, and my friend and I, my friend Everett, was my co-writer, and he was a black dude and I was a Japanese dude, and I'm like, dude, let's make like full-on racist versions of ourselves for our icons. So I did like the straight up giant bucktooth Japanese character from the old 40s comics. You know, like Captain Marvel and Superman and Wonder Woman. The way they used to illustrate my people back in the 40s. Because I have the Blazing Saddles view on racism, where if you laugh at it, it loses its power. So we did that, and then his was this big luchador with a giant afro and a pick in his hair. And so he was El Gato Negro. That was his character's name. And mine was Hapajap. So Hapajap means half Japanese. Hapa in Hawaii is half a halfling. So it was Hapajap and El Gato Negro bring you electronic tigers. And so that was my logo. And I thought it would be a hoot to bring it back for YouTube. Now I want to see this logo. It's the logo of my page, of my Twitter account. It's I use it everywhere now. Except the original logo, I tuned it. Is it tuned it down? No, I toned it down for YouTube because the original logo, my teeth were so bucked that it was like super obviously based on one of those old racist cartoons. And I was like, well, I don't want YouTube striking my channel because I know how they are for racism because of that. So I tuned it down. So that's what got you blacklisted. Probably wasn't being a conservative Christian. No, that had nothing to do with nothing. I literally did that under the name Hapajap. I didn't do it under my name. And that was long after the first time I got blacklisted. The only reason I was still blacklisted at DC, New York for a long, I think forever. I never got work from the regular DC guys after my initial blacklisting. The only reason I was working on Injustice is because those were the old Wildstorm guys, and those were the guys I came up with. So, Jim Lee taking over for DC, and that meant a bunch of the Wildstorm editorial guys were in charge of certain aspects of the comics that they were doing. And that meant that I had an in with people who didn't know that I was blacklisted in New York. So, ha ha. I thought the character was named Smiller, as in the no. That's dumb. Honestly, Smiller. The hell is Smiller? So anyways, that's where my logo comes from. Thank you for the question. Where is Riley? Riley, I'm probably going to make it Kansas. It's just a little bitty town in the Midwest. Never really thought about where particularly in the Midwest, but since I'm naming the town after my niece, and my niece lives in Kansas, I think I will have it be in Kansas.
My phone.
Mm.
Here's my
Welcome to Raleigh. Kind of sounds like Raleigh. This is in North Carolina. All right. If I were to buy in on the Age of Empires 2, which version should I get? Oh, 7. The definitive edition is about to come out, so wait for that, and we will get in on that together. Although, if you do buy Age of Empires 2 HD, 2013 HD edition, then you will get a discount on the new one, the definitive edition. Why did DC blacklist you? I missed what you said. Oh, shoot. Just got on my computer monitor. That is... I don't know if I have enough time to tell that story with as little as I have left to do on here. Oh, there's a bundle available? Well, yeah, that's the one you want to get then. Back in the 90s when I was working on... actually, maybe it was in the 90s. It was the early 2000s. Early 2000s. I was working on JLA. And actually, right? No, I hadn't worked. I was on a DC. Dang it! Why is that? What is happening here? Like there's something on there. So I was the artist on Adventures of Superman, and so I had been out to, well, not out to. I lived here. I was in at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was on the Superman panel with Jeff Loeb. Elijah, could you just go to your mother? She's calling you.
She is.
And Superman, or Jeff Loeb said that Superman was a Christian on the panel, and I don't even remember why it came up. He said, "Yeah, of course he's a Christian. He was, born in, or not born, but raised in Kansas by, Midwestern people. He's probably, I don't even remember what they said, Methodist or Lutheran or some crap like that." Could you close the door if you guys are gonna make noise right out front? And so I was on the DC Comics message boards at the time. And as a representative of DC Comics, I went in there and I said, "Hey, guess what I heard? Superman is a Christian." You heard it from one of the main writers on the Superman comics. Jeff Loeb was writing Adventure. No, I was doing Adventures of Superman. Jeff Loeb was writing Superman at the time with Ed McGuinness. And so there was some people on there who got their panties, and I swear they probably wore panties, all in a bunch, about me, a DC Comics employee, so to speak. I was on contract. I was not on contract. I was independent contractor at the time, so I wasn't really an employee. But I was speaking with the voice of DC, and I was saying, I dared to say that Superman was a Christian. I'm like, oh, Jeff Loeb said it, but whatever. I'm glad to repeat it because I'm a Christian. And then they started in on, well, if you're a Christian, what do you think about homosexuality? And I'm like, I believe what the Bible says about homosexuality. And so, long story short, they started this group that called themselves the Gay League of America, the GLA. They said they were going to start a letter writing campaign to get me fired from DC. And at the time, I was on JLA. I was on DC Comics' flagship title. So, at the time, Bob Schreck, a openly gay and very proud of it dude, was one of the lead editor guys over there. I think he was on the Batman. I think he was the head editor on the Batman line. But they said they were going to write letters to Shrek because, he was an ally. He was an ally. And obviously I'm an enemy. So my work started drying up. I couldn't get. I had a greenlit 12-issue JLA maxi series, greenlit, with my editor and with editorial, and that dried up. That disappeared, and then other stuff. Then I couldn't get work, and I was calling my old editor Eddie Braganza, and he wouldn't tell me why I wasn't getting work, because there's not supposed to be a blacklist. Blacklist would probably be illegal. But I talked to another former editor at DC, and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's a blacklist." So there's some editors who just love putting people on the blacklist. And then I was told, ironically, by a gay friend of mine, whose, I don't know, boyfriend or some other significant relation heard from within DC that I had been blacklisted. So yeah, that's what happened there. And now I'm done. Page 47, ladies and gentlemen, in the can. Why don't Darwinists protest homosexuality? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's very counter to.
It's counter what?
It's counter to survival of the fittest.
Well, maybe they don't want to spread their genes. I don't know. Anyways, there we are. We are done. What do you guys think? Welcome to Riley. Population 512. But where's the town? Where's the town? DC boards were always crazy town. Yeah.
Inside the mirror.
Hmm?
The town's inside the mirror.
Elijah's taking guesses. He says the town is inside the mirror.
The town is the mirror.
Mm-hmm. So close. One to go. Mike, the dirt on the sign. Is that cross-hatching? Yeah. That is cross-hatching. I'll try to do it for a living, Ray Thulu. I just need people to support my comics at LoneStarComic.com. LoneStarComic.com. And to not refund me, you simple-minded sheep. Sounds like a Stephen King type of town. Okay. I'll take that, I guess. But with that, I am done. So thanks you all for being here, hanging out. We've been on for about 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not going to do it online.
It's a good stream to do online.
Well, I'm not going to do it online. So anyways, I'll see you guys later. God bless. Good night. And I'll see you in the morning for cross examinations. Good day.